Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with another Hearthstone Arena run. This is kind of an unfortunate selection here because my last video for the channel was with Paladin, and then I did Rogue and Warrior in my last stream. I'll be posting those videos shortly. So we're going to do Paladin again because that is still the class with whom I have the fewest plays. And let's see what we can do. So we're starting off with a kind of crappy rare here. Divine Favor can be a blowout, but it can also sit dead in your hand, and this early on I don't want to take any chances. Let's grab Crazed Alchemist, who almost always finds a use. Alright, well this is a quality epic here. Lay on Hands is an okay card, but it's certainly no Sea Giant or Faceless Manipulator. Let's just take the Sea Giant. I like it a lot. Okay, so here I really can't lose with any of these. These are all fine cards. Light's Justice I'm going to take, though, because against other Paladins, it's a great way to mop up all of their recruits, and even against other classes, it's a good way to kill a few minions and deal some extra damage. Oh no, I wish I hadn't done that, because now, of course, Light's Justice comes up here with alongside not-so-great stuff. While Eye for an Eye is totally unplayable, I don't want two Light's Justices, because then if I get True Silver Champions, there's too high of a risk that I'm going to blow these up, so we'll take a Fen Creeper, though I'm not that thrilled about it. I'm going to take this Panda here. The Panda is good for Paladins. It helps you pick up your Peacekeepers and your Argent Protectors, although I don't see any of those here. Let's grab Knife Juggler, who is very good with the Paladin hero ability. Now, I do like Divine Shield, but I don't want to take this. This guy's nice and big, but with the Fen Creeper and a Sea Giant, I'm not that concerned. So we'll take a Loot Hoarder here. Ah, True Silver Champion. Yes, please. Hammer of Wrath. Yes, please. Wow, another chance for Lay on Hands. Well, I hate Mountain Giant. Doomsayer's unplayable trash. So yes, I guess we're taking Lay on Hands. And a Peacekeeper, very nice to see this. My last Paladin run, which, by the way, I'm not going to spoil it, but go frickin' watch that last Paladin run. It's called Record Keeping. I got 2 Peacekeepers, and that's really a great card to get. Okay, I'd rather have the extra power than the Enrage ability, so we'll take the Grizzly for Shizzly. And these are fine 3 drops, but I'm not going to pass on a Boulder Fist Ogre. MVP Nightblade. So the Frost Elemental is certainly a good card, but I'd rather not buff up my curve too much. This guy's good. Is it worth it over a second hammer? I don't think so. I think I'll just take the second hammer. Oh man, I do get another Peacekeeper. I think he's so good it's even better than Argent Commander. Okay, do I want a third Hammer of Wrath? Yeah, we'll try it. The other cards are just not that great here, unfortunately. Panther's a fine 3-drop. Easy pick there. Now, the Panda is good, but problem is that I haven't actually seen any Argent Protectors, but I do have the Peacekeepers. So rather than the buff or the Charger, we'll take the Panda there. Ah, Defender of Argus goes well with Pandas. It's also the only playable card here. Okay, I'm going to take a Spiteful Smith, because now that I've passed on some big cards pretty aggressively, I can afford another space in my deck for a 5-drop, and this could be really great with Light's Justice. Even with True Silver Champion, it's fine. Oh, thank goodness. Yes, Argent Protector. I need that with all my Pandas. Oh god. Oh my god, this is awful. The Ancient Watcher works well with Defender of Argus and nothing else. This is just bad. So I guess it's an Arcane Golem that we're taking here, although I'm not that thrilled by it. Oh, yes, please. So this draft, I actually have Argent Protectors. Now, do I take 2 True Silver Champions? That seems a bit greedy. But I've got enough 3-drops. I don't mind taking this thing. So Stormwind Champion, I think I can afford 1 more big card over the Acolyte. And I don't like Frostwolf Warlord, so we'll take a Blessing of Kings. Don't want to take another one, so here we'll take the Razorfin Hunter that we passed on previously. Oh no! I don't want to take another Stormwind Champion, but this is completely unplayable. Okay, hang on. My curve, I think... Well, I got Sea Giant, Stormwind, Ogre. I'm going to take a Wisp. So Wisp helps Sea Giant be cheaper. And it also triggers Knife Juggler. And it also helps you play a Panda when there's nothing else in play. No, that makes no sense. Never mind. It can also be buffed with Blessing of Kings. I don't know. But I really just don't feel like my curve can support another Stormwind Champion. Oh, God. I hate Holy Wrath so much. I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to take a Young Priestess, even though it sucks. Okay, so that draft, I think it went pretty well in some respects. Definitely like that I got double Argent Peacekeeper and double Argent Protector and double True Silver Champion. I was probably too aggressive taking those Paladin cards. One of those Hammer of Wraths might have been something else. There was a Darkscale Healer that would have been good. And then one of the True Silver Champions could have been something else as well. I can't remember what now, but I think I might have auto-picked too much stuff there. So I might lose a few games for my carelessness, but we'll see. So starting off against a warrior, we get our Paladin cards here. The Argent Protector doesn't have any targets at the moment, but I'm not going to mulligan him. I think it's just too good of a card. And we drew a 2-drop, conveniently enough. This deck does have a lot of those, so that's fine. Hammer of Wrath is expensive, but it is card advantage as long as you can kill something, and it can actually prevent you from going down a card if you have to 2-for-1 with it. My opponent has a pretty fast start here. What's he got for me? Master Swordsmith. Oh my god, that's actually really good against my Murloc Tidehunter. That's quite hilarious. How good that card is. Ah, Knife Juggler. There we go. So Knife Juggler much better. That'll kill this guy. And then also, of course, I'll get some extra knife flings, potentially. But I might rather just play Argent Protector and buff him up. That is if he survives. No! Fiery War Axe. So much for that Knife Juggler. Oh, that's awful. Well, you know, when you play Warriors, you're going to get Fiery War Axed sometimes. This guy at least isn't triggering anything. Wisp is not good here. Okay, let's play that. This guy can just kill everything. He can kill the little thing, and then the Fiery War Axe can kill the big one. This is a bad start. This is pretty much the tamest 2-drop he could have played, but the fact that it was backed up by a Fiery War Axe just screws me up. Okay, Hammer of Wrath will not kill this thing, unfortunately. I should have played Wisp, then I'd have a way to pop this Divine Shield. Alright. Oh, man, this is bad. Well, I'm going to play the Peacekeeper. The problem is that this is only temporary. The Swordsmith can buff her more, but at least she'll be somewhat somewhat debuffed by this Peacekeeper. And then I can either play the Protector or the Fen Creeper, depending on what is needed in the given situation. But overall, I'd say that I'm falling behind. Not probably because I drafted badly or anything. I just this guy just has an amazing start with the Fiery War Axe. So now he gets to kill my Aldor Peacekeeper. At least the Divine Shield got popped. This Master Swordsmith is sticking around like crazy. Alright, so I could either play the Fen Creeper or I could play True Silver Champion. I think I need to Fen Creep it up here. I'm going to play Wisp, actually, try to take out the Scarlet Crusader as well. So we'll see how that works. I think True Silver Championing here would have been too slow. So the Fen Creeper does more or less hold up against his board, but of course he could have some answers to it. With a 5-card hand, there's a reasonable number of things he could do. That is one of them. Now the Arathi Weaponsmith will, with the help of the axe, kill the Fen Creeper off. And the Wisp now dies to the Scarlet Crusader, or actually to the Master Swordsmith. This is just a disaster. Oh my god. You know, it's just one of those games. Nothing you can do. It's just one of those games that you lose, and there's nothing you could have done. So Spiteful Smith doesn't really even live anymore. Hammer of Wrath, really too slow. Okay, well, Hammer of Wrath, the Scarlet Crusader, I guess. Make a recruit. Who will die to this Defender of Argus? I could theoretically still win. My life total is high enough, and I've got some card advantage in this True Silver Champion, but my opponent just had he had a perfect draw. He had to play every single turn, and they were good plays. Well, Swordsmith wasn't a good play, but the Fiery War Axe, the Scarlet Crusader were good, and the Swordsmith was good because it had 3 toughness and could kill my 1 toughness stuff. All I had was 1 toughness things after the Knife Juggler died. Aw, jeez. That's not good. That's bad. So even... Yeah, the Arcane Golem doesn't even kill this thing. God. Alright, let's do this. Do this. And then let's buff it again. See what happens here. My opponent's wildly ahead on cards, 8-5. He has a cleave, that's not good. Divine Shield gets popped. Guy dies. You can easily clear out my team here. Wartser. Yeah, maybe if this True Silver Champion had been a different thing, I could have won. But no, I don't know. I don't think I could have won this no matter how I drafted. I could be wrong, but I really just don't think no matter what I did in my draft, did I have any chances of winning this game. Okay, my opponent just goes for the face, and he was a Wind Fury Harpy, which I can't really blame him for. Here's a Stormwind Champion. I can kill that. And I can kill that. The Wind Fury Harpy actually has lethal here, but there's just no way I could do anything. He sees it. I'll give him a well played. This guy's going far in the arena. He's got a good curve. He had everything. Really, I don't know if he has a good curve or if he just hit a really good draw, but he had early plays from turn 1 onwards, and then he had end game with the Lord and with the Harpy, and then he also had mid game, amazing mid game with that Arathi Weaponsmith. I'm not even mad, bro. That game was just destined to be a loss. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. I've been completing my daily quests, so I'm up to almost 6,000 gold. If I could win this run, or even, get 6 wins, I'll be able to break 6,000, even if maybe only temporarily. Okay, my worthy opponent is a priest. DC Baylor. Alright. Pretty good playing against a priest because the priest's hero ability doesn't get rid of your minions, so they are likely to stick around. Let's see what we can do here. Hopefully get another 2-drop. Oh, we can. Well, that's nice. I'll coin out a loot hoarder. The priest probably won't want to Shadow Word Paint it. I just hope he doesn't play a Northshire Cleric. Oh my god, please don't play a Northshire Cleric. Don't play a Northshire. Oh, Mind Vision? No problem. These are all fine cards, but I don't really mind that too much. Also, if he has Mylock, he just stole my coin. Alright, I'm actually going to coin out this. I don't need the card from the Loot Hoarder yet. And the 2-1 body is just as good as the Loot Hoarder's 2-1 body, so I might as well get the extra 1-1 out here. What is with these 1-3s? Oh my god. Well, luckily, I can deal with this. Divine Shield to protect that thing, and then kill it. What's up with these 1-3s today when I've got my Murlocs? Usually the Murloc is better than that, especially against a priest, because the priest can't auto-kill these guys. They're usually pretty good against them. Yeah. So now I'm going to get to kill this raptor, which is nice. Now, do not, please, folks, play Arcane Golem here. That's something you should wait on playing. And I might be able to Blessing of Kings next turn. That does expose whatever minion I blessed to Shadow Word Death, so I'd have to keep that under consideration. The problem is if I Loot Hoarder and Hero ability, I'm opening up wide to Holy Nova next turn, and I don't really want to do that. He's got the stupid monkey. Don't really care about the monkey. I could actually kill it with Arcane Golem, but let's not give him any extra mana. Yeah, we'll do this. Get the kill there. If he's got Shadow Word Death, that'd be 60% of his mana, and this guy already killed something, so I wouldn't be going down a card. Plus, then I've got the Spiteful Smith next turn, which even without any weapons, is still a 4/6 for 5. He's going to Mass Dispel, which is actually pretty good there. Cancels out 2 of my abilities. The problem with the Mass Dispel, though, is that it takes up his whole turn. So now I'm going to play a Spiteful Smith. I'm going to learn my lesson. In my last run, there was a game I almost lost because I played a Defender of Argus prematurely. I now have learned, save your tricks for later. I think I already knew that. That was like a proverb I've definitely used before, but I now know it, even better than I did before. He's going to Shadow Word Pain the Knife Juggler, so he silenced it and Shadow Word Pained it, so it's really didn't do that much. He's going to let me also Enrage the Spiteful Smith, which is dicey. Now, I could actually, play Defender of Argus here. Let the Silence guy trade and keep the full health on the Spiteful Smith. Problem is that exposes to Shadow Word Death, but he maybe doesn't have Shadow Word Death. You know what? 3 health is pretty good against a priest. Let's just do that. That. Grizzly. And Loot Hoarder. Seems good. And then I can also play a Sea Giant next turn unless my opponent clears my board out in a way that I can't predict. Holy Nova seems really bad here. Loot Hoarder draws a card, this guy dies, and then these 2 guys live. Holy Nova seems like it'd be very silly here. He Mind Visioned my Argent Protector. And he does have a Northshire Cleric who can promptly die, that's fine. Okay, so now, let's figure out how we're going to handle this Light Spawn, because that obviously needs to be taken care of. Yeah, we'll just throw the Loot Hoarder in to pop the Divine Shield, use the Defender of Argus to buff the Spiteful Smith. I don't have any weapons, so I'll just use that to kill the Light Spawn. But first, I'll play the Defender of Argus. Then, I will make a Recruit. And then the Sea Giant costs 1 mana. This is very important to place correctly with Sea Giants. Normally, I would draw cards first, but that takes a minion off the field, so that's why I had to do it second. We kill that thing. Let's trade these off, and let's kill Northshire Cleric, so now my opponent's in trouble. He's at least 2 turns away from Mind Control. The bear is basically unkillable, except for by Holy Fire. And if he doesn't have Shadow Word Death, this guy's going to start hitting him a lot. He does not have Shadow Word Death. He also played the minions in the wrong order. He should have drawn the card first, paid less for the minion. That was a big mistake. Alright, can I win 12 plus 3 is 15? 18! Always look for the win, kids. I also had the Arcane Golem for extra damage if I needed it. Good thing I looked for the win. That could have dragged things out if I killed his minions and stuff. Alright, good game. So that was a nice one. If you enjoyed it, do please like and or subscribe. And if you want to see how it ends, then stick around. I'll post the rest of the games shortly. I'll see you folks in a bit. Till then...